Getting all the stuff that goes back to this. Thank you.
Spell your first and last name for us.
First name is Tom. First name is Tom. Last name is Henzgen. Henzgen.
And what is your title?
The task force. Task force. I was the mission ready package swiftwater rescue task force leader.
Task Force Leader for short.
For what?
Everybody good?
Task Force Leader for short. They'll put it as a Chiron.
Task force leader.
There you go.
You're good. You're good. All right. Well, first, you just got off a grueling stretch. Walk us through what you guys have been through over the last 2 weeks.
So we left. We left on September 27th in the evening, and drove approximately 50 hours to North Carolina, and we got in North Carolina in the evening, and about don't remember exactly what time it was when we got there, but we were quickly given an assignment for the next morning. We went straight to work in Asheville, North Carolina, the following morning, after driving 50 hours.
What did you encounter that day on day one?
North Carolina got hit pretty good by Helene. Helene was obviously the first hurricane we went to, or we were dispatched to. The devastation was unbelievable. I've been to a lot of these over in my career, and I think the devastation, this one, was far greater than anything I've ever seen.
Like what? I mean, what kind of, keep a picture for us. What did you see?
Just debris piles. You could see the water levels were anywhere from 35 to 40 feet. So if you picture that warehouse behind you and water to the top of that, coming down a canyon into multiple towns and communities, the force of that water just it washed people from their homes. It washed people out of motels. It washed houses off their foundations. It took out bridges. And the list goes on. The devastation, it looked like a war zone. The devastation was just unbelievable. And the infrastructure of that entire area was destroyed. Water, power, gas, anything, all of it was destroyed. So the people were struggling and hurting, and probably, according to the locals, everybody in that town that we were working in, somebody either knew somebody or lost a loved one in that storm. So people were hurting, and they were grateful for our help. And we did absolutely everything that we could to help them, regardless of what the mission was.
Yeah, what are some examples of the missions you used?
So we were an 18-person. We went out as a specialized water team, but everybody's cross-trained. Everybody on the team is both an all-risk water certified. They're also USAR certified. They're all trained in search. So we did a lot of wide area search on land, looking for missing people. We also did a lot of river searching and water searching with our boats, looking for people. We also assisted the city of Asheville local authorities with their missing persons list. We did a lot of humanitarian missions. We cut people. A lot of people were stranded in their homes because there's no communication. Cell service was down. The phone lines were down. So we got up into areas where people were stranded because their driveways were covered with trees, their cars were swallowed up by huge trees. So we did missions like cut their cars out, cut their driveway, cut a hole through the tree in their driveway so they could actually get out and help themselves. You know, there's just a lot of, we took food, people were out of food, they couldn't get food and water, and we gave them what we had, and then we restocked our stuff later. So we provided food and water to people that needed it. I mean, we just, pretty much any mission that came our way, we did it. There was no one defined mission. We just did anything and everything we could to help those people. They're hurting, they're gonna hurt for a long time. And so we were fortunate that we were able to go help and do at least what we could while we were there.
What was it like for you to reach some of these people that stranded or couldn't get out of their homes? For them to see you guys coming in on jet skis, on, you know, however you were coming in. What was that like personally for you guys?
Well, it was nice to see people that were still, you know, because we had a missing persons list that just grew every day. So to go to some of these areas, where we actually found people just because they were stranded and had no communication, it was a relief that everybody that we encountered hadn't perished in this disaster.
We're standing quite a long way from Asheville, North Carolina right now.
Yeah, about 2,300 miles.
So what, I mean, why go from Los Angeles? Why you guys?
Because we're part of the federal system. There's 28 task forces in the United States, 2 of them being international. And when there's a major disaster like that and FEMA gets involved, we get called under we're under the FEMA umbrella. So we're California Task Force 1. So whatever they ask for, we go.
You haven't gotten much rest in the last 2 weeks?
Not too much. It's been a little rough.
What are you guys most looking forward to now being back home?
Going home, see our families. That's what everybody wants to do right now. But we are grateful that we were able to help these people. They need a lot of help. It's going to be a while before that area, at least that area that we only worked in one area. There was so much work for us. We only worked in one area. There are other counties where the other task forces were working that were just as devastated as the county that we were working in.
Is there anything you want the public to know about what you experienced in that situation?
I can't think of anything off the top of my head that the public would know. It's just that this was just they got hit by the trifecta. They had 2 weeks of rain prior to the hurricane. The hurricane came in, and usually when it hits land, or when it makes landfall, it stops. Helene just kept going, spinning up through the different states, dropping even more water. They just got, and speaking to the locals, they said they've never seen anything like it. And they just didn't have a lot of time. They didn't have a lot of time to evacuate. It's just Mother Nature came in Mother Nature came in hard, and they were the recipients. They were the recipients of Helene, and there's really not a whole lot they could do. Everybody got out as quick as they could, but some were not able to. Just that these 18 men that went with me to this, everybody had a positive attitude. They took on even when they were tired, they worked just as hard as if they weren't tired. I think everybody recognized this one touched us. This one was really, we've been to a lot of them. This one touched us because of the devastation that most of us hadn't seen before. And everybody was just so eager to help these people. So even if we were tired, we didn't show it because they needed our help. So no, I couldn't have done it without this crew. These guys are outstanding. Everybody stepped up. We helped each other. We kept the morale up. And the bottom line is we did a lot of good for a lot of people in North Carolina.
What are the qualifications to get on the team to go out and do what you guys did?
There's quite a.
Hold that thought for 1 second.
Oh boy.
Don't want you to repeat as much.
I think you feel like that.
Oh, you know what? Unless, thank you.
What is it?
You good?
Yeah.
Watch it.
Thank you. So to answer your question, the just the water team alone, in addition, aside from the USAR qualification, just the water team alone, each member has first they have to test. They have to pass a grueling test just to get on the team. They have to do a swim. They have to then do an obstacle swim in turbulent water. They have to do a 500-yard swim. They have to be boat operator certified, personal watercraft certified. They have to be helicopter certified to work in the water, and that's just the water side. And then the USAR side, they have to have structural collapse. They have to have rope rescue, trench rescue, confined space rescue, um, and then they have to have a series of ethics courses, incident command courses. I mean, the list goes on. I mean, the list is extensive in order to be part of this team and be able to go out the door. And every one of these men that was here, they're cross-trained in different functions. So we have to be self-sufficient and take care of ourselves out there because there's no one to support us. You know, typically when in a disaster area, we have to be able to go into work, but we have to be able to also support ourselves until we can get restock of food and supplies. So, and that's the way the system is. Everybody needs to go in and be self-supporting for a while until you can get resupplied. But so a lot of us are cross-trained in medical. We take medical specialists with us. Our guys are logistics trained. They're planning team managers, search team managers, hazmat. So we have all of us are cross-trained in all the disciplines, so we can support each other. We can support each other out there and handle all the different tasks that are given to us. So it's quite extensive training just to be part of this unit. And it's a collateral duty. Each and every one of these members has a different job within the LAFD. Some are captains, some are apparatus operators, some are paramedics, they have regular duties here. So all of this stuff, this is a collateral assignment. This is not what they do full time. So they have to keep up with all this training for the federal response team in addition to their regular duties on the LAFD.